Hey guys, welcome to day 4. If you haven't heard this story about this drunk person, watch the first part 3 or day 3, and that explains some more. But basically I wanted to tell you a story, and I started talking about this drunk guy on the tram. Like I said, he was doing crack and cocaine and drinking Guinness beer at like 12:30 in the morning. I'm just sitting there minding my own business, and the tram stops, and this guy was really agitated all of a sudden, and he started screaming. He was like he was cursing, of course. And if you know anything about the Dutch, we curse with cancer. Well, I mean, not personally. The Dutch just like throwing in a bunch of random diseases and putting cancer in front of everyone. That's just like their favorite thing. So he was like, cancer door, cancer person, cancer this, and he was threatening to kick the door, and I think he was also threatening the door itself, which was a sight to behold. Since the tram had stopped and there was a bit of a delay, I think like a 10-15 minutes delay, I started getting a bit nervous, especially since he was getting up. He was looking for a fight, basically. Gets like a little closer. He was like falling over and smashing into the walls of the tram, and I thought, oh my god, what if he like falls on my lap and there's like this drunk agitated man on me. Like I just started thinking that, and that just made me a little bit nervous because I just don't like confrontation like that. I'm a little puss. I was just not happy at the thought of him. Spoiler alert, he never did, but he came really close with his beer. He walked in a straight line towards me, and I'm like, oh my god, you're not coming here, right? So I'm like, don't make eye contact, just I'm not here. And he walks past me and he sits behind the guy on the right. The guy was sitting on one of the 4 seats, and then he sat across him. He just started spouting all this nonsense, and this guy was like Turkish Moroccan, and I don't know, I can't even tell you what he said. I think he was trying to talk in Turkish Moroccan slang, Arabic maybe, I really don't know. I think these were also like youth terms, which again I'm just not familiar with anymore. I have no idea. At the end he was like, but I respect you though. And it just felt like saying, oh, I do respect you though. Like, it doesn't matter what anyone else says, I do respect you. Guy leaves to sit back where he was to finish or continue drinking. And this guy behind me, to his friend, are talking, and he's like, I don't give a shit that he's drunk. You still have to be respectful. And this guy that was back in the 3-seater just yells, but I do have respect for you though. I had to kind of laugh. At one point I was relieved, and it was a little bit funny, but oh my god, I think he drank like 3 beers on the tram in those 45 minutes. So, I mean, I don't even know how much he drank before getting into the tram, but he was pretty pissed. If he really did crack and cocaine and whatever not he did, pop the pills, this guy is all kinds of lost, He's sensing more than Christmas spirits right now. I think he's calling upon the spirits of his I don't know, wacky ancestors. I have no idea. He's digging deep, okay? He's digging deep. I felt so sorry for him though. I was just sitting there thinking, are you really going to pick a fight with this man right now? He is clearly out of his mind, and you want to fight him? And he kept saying to the man, oh, blah blah blah, you have to be respectful and go away, you're stinking, I don't care, and I'm gonna like smack you in the face. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, like, why do I have to be in between the Turkish Moroccan dude that's like, I'm gonna smack you in the face, and then this drunk dude being like, but I have respect for you? I was just like, please please dude, just, I'm invisible. You don't see me. I am invisible right now. I do not exist. So I just tried to sit there and not make any eye contact. Luckily they gave up, and luckily the tram started riding again. But man, he was still out of it. To kind of finish the story, I know it's not a very like juicy, nothing actually happened, like no fight, no nothing, but it's still a story. At the end, I think this English American lady sat in front of him, and then they started talking, and he offered her a freaking beer. He grabbed a beer out of his bag, and he was like, you can have this beer, this is Guinness. And they kind of talked, and this man was like, I do crack, I do cocaine. And she was like, you know what, father of my son, who is my ex-husband, he actually did cocaine, and he died because of it this year. And he did exactly what you did, and you just don't know how harmful it is to other people, and you just don't know what you're putting others through. And I think you need to be a little less selfish and think about your kids. I mean, he said, I have 10 kids. I mean, I don't know if that's the crack talking or he genuinely has 10 kids. If he does, I guess it could be part of a reason maybe why he's drinking. Maybe it's stressful having 10. I mean, I can only imagine having 1, like, let alone 10. I don't even have 1. I mean, I can imagine having 1 is stressful. That's what I meant. I don't have a baby, don't worry. Well, I mean, not like it's worrisome, but if I had a baby, I would probably not be making Sims videos, let's be real. But yeah, having one is already stressful, like let alone having 10. Yeah, given it's probably not all at once, could contribute. I don't know, I'm just speculating at this point. Either way. And she said, you know what, that's funny, because my husband actually had 10 kids as well. And I'm like, okay, well, clearly not with her because she only had one son, but you know, maybe he had kids in the past. It's an ex-husband for a reason, you know. She was like genuinely giving him advice and telling him, you know what, you really gotta pick yourself up. But it just went one ear in, one ear out, and I think that was my stop. And the funny thing is, we come out of the tram, me and this lady had the same stop, so we go out and she sees, I think, her boyfriend, her friend, I don't know who he was, this man, and he looks at her and he looks at the beer and he's like, oh, you had fun on the train? And she's like, yeah, this random guy gave me a beer, this drunk guy. And he didn't even seem phased. He's like, oh, so I guess you've been making friends again, huh? Yeah, it was just, that was just such an experience. It really was. Okay, so I made this video longer just so that I could tell the story within these 2 videos, okay? Because I didn't want to make it a third. But either way, I hope you still enjoyed my little story. I don't know. Is this Christmas? This is really not the Christmas spirit, is it? No, that's not really the appropriate spirit. But still, this was such an experience. And damn, I hope that guy, I hope he's doing fine. I don't know. I don't know him. But if I could make a little Christmas wish, a Christmas miracle, I would want that man to pick up his life and to do good, because I think he could be a very lovely man if he wasn't drunk and on crack. Just when I, like, the way that he carried himself when he was drunk, he was very friendly, very chatty, and he was very positive. Like, he wasn't a very mean, aggressive drunk, you know. He was very nice, very kind. So yeah, that happened. All right. I wish him all the best. I really do. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna thank you all so much for watching this video, and please don't do crack or drugs or just drinking in general. Yeah, please don't. And if you do, at least I guess be respectful like he was. Either way, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye.